Can you be racist towards white people?
You're not going to like my answer on this, Brian. No.
Why?
Because there's no actual like systemic racism against white people. There never has been. What am I going to do? Call you a and you're going to get offended by that? No.
Don't say that. You can't say that.
I can't say.
There's no racism against white people.
Is it actually? Oh,
yes.
Shit. My bad. Sorry, guys.
You think there's no white racism against white people?
What? No. Okay. You know what? Maybe let me think about that.
We'll talk about it next time. Against all races.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Please.
So do you think that the slave trade, when it came to Africans, was that evidence of racism?
Yes.
Black on black racism.
Girl, well, okay, whoa, yeah, that part too. But I'm not a historian. I would love to respond to these questions if I had actual because my opinion doesn't really matter on a lot of these subjects if I don't have anything to back it up.
Okay, was the slave trade evidence of racism?
When it comes from the Europeans purchasing human beings as property, absolutely.
Americans. Yeah.
Okay, yes, Americans. Okay. Yes,
so
absolutely.
Aware that there was
I am very aware that
white people have been slaves throughout history.
Dude, Irish people, Jewish people.
The Barbary slave trade.
Oh, absolutely. So I guess, I kind of see your point now.
Totally.
Yeah.
Continent,
but
every
I think
culture, even Latinos. But we had our own.
But listen, no, but I know I hear that and I totally see that and I understand that. But I think that goes down to like the racism towards specifically like Irish people, specifically Jewish people, which are white people, yes, but not white people as a whole. Like no one's ever been. I'm German.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
And Swedish. So no one's ever been racist to a Swedish person.
Barack Obama, he was the president of the United States. Let's say I'm hypothetical. This didn't actually happen to my knowledge. Let's say Barack Obama, the most powerful person in the world at the time, he had a white janitor and he fired him because he was white. Would that be racism?
That would be discrimination, not racism.
Why? What if he just wasn't doing his job?
Maybe he wasn't doing his job.
Stop. Let me have.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna
okay, bye.
Yeah, just,
no, I'm not gonna.
Peace out.
I need a little break.
Yeah, just.
I mean, again, like I think that I'd have to think about it. I think that generally it is.
Calm down.
That is one of those. That is one of those.
Go that way though. Go that way.
Debated topics. I think that like it's pretty typical for a lot of people who are left leaning to think that you can't be racist towards white people. However, I do think that in those instances, but I am not like every person.
What's your definition of racism?
My definition of racism is discriminating based on stereotypes that people have made against a certain group of people, specifically bound by race. So being like having these ideas about who a person is and their characteristics just because of their skin color. I think that is racism. So it's hard to say like, okay, well, if you're going to fire the janitor because he's white, that maybe I guess could be racism, but it's because you say, the thing is that there's no negative characteristics or connotations towards white people, really.
Yes, there are.
Like what?
Well, I'll have to think about
like that they're racist?
That would in and of itself be racist.
Wait, no, but that's what I'm saying though. Like there's no like when you think about the stereotypes towards Asian people, towards black people, there's always negative connotations around that. But what stereotypes are there against white people?
It's kind of like I need to think about this one. No, there certainly are. It's just I'd have to.
And we'll be right back next week.
Yeah. I think there's plenty. For example, I've heard this from people of color frequently, or even other white people. They'll say white people don't have culture. I think that would be a negative stereotype.
Okay.
All these other culture.
But is that saying something bad about them?
Have culture, but white people don't have culture, which is just factual.
I just don't think that's true.
I agree. It's not true, but people say it.
Okay, that's fair.
They say it's
yeah, totally.
They say white people don't have aura.
Girl, who says that? That's not racist. That's just a read. That's just a read. That was probably heard. Oh, you know what? That's funny though, because when she was talking about white men.
What's the definition of racism?
No,
is it prejudice plus power?
You know what though?
Is it prejudice plus power?
I feel like that Spider-Man meme right now, where we're both like pointing at each other, like, wait.
Okay, is it prejudice plus power?
What? Where's freaking Andrew when we need him to pull up the Google definition?
Is your definition of racism prejudice plus power?
I don't know about plus power. I'm gonna have to get. My definition of racism, like I said, was stereotypes, negative connotations, and stereotypes based on skin color.
Okay.
So I guess prejudice is definitely included in that, but power. I mean, maybe they assume that there's a lower power there when it comes to racism.
Are you a feminist?
Yes.
Do you believe in the patriarchy?
Do I believe in I think that the patriarchy certainly exists. Do I think that it should be? No. But it freaking is what it is. I would like to fight it. Here's the thing that I think is a common misconception is because we're talking about the thing about like brute strength, right? Like men are stronger than women physically. No, it's not. Men are stronger than women physically, but so are we saying that men should and women should work the same exact positions and jobs? No. I'm talking about equity. And I think that that's something that people commonly misunderstand about feminism is they think that we should have the exact same standards for both. But it's like, no, like based on science, based on history, what is the equitable response to a situation? Like the pay gap. When it comes to like a corporate job.
Pay gap. But it's so late. I feel like we can't.
We can't even get into this right now. And honestly, Brian, I feel like me and you are really having a good time, and I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
Look at he's smiling at me, guys.
What is the pay gap though?
There's
it's
pay gap.
Maybe I'm just outdated.
No pay
but it
gap.
definitely was a thing back in the day for sure that women were getting paid less for the same jobs. Maybe it's not anymore because thankfully we fixed it, and that's a beautiful thing. But I don't know. I'm not a historian. I'm a fucking human person who has opinions, just like you guys are.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, okay. Sorry guys, I'm like exhausted.
Brian, let's all go to bed.
I'm literally, my eyes are like.
Can we end it?
Wait, okay, so you're feminist.
Yes.
Do you believe in the patriarchy?
Do I believe that it exists?
Did I
yes.
ask that
You already
already?
did. Yeah, baby. We already went through this.
Brian,
Sorry,
come
I'm
on.
drunk and tired.
He's had 3 sips of beer, you guys. Three.
Where's it at?
Look, I'm a lightweight, okay? Under the patriarchy
Mm-hmm.
are women oppressed?
I think
Sounds
that
heavy.
it is. I think that it's social oppression,
Social
where it's the
oppression.
sort of things where I am told that I am better. Like these kind of people in the chat are telling me that I'm better if I just shut up. I think that that is a form of oppression, in my opinion,
Yeah, but they
because
can say that
I'm
to
not
a
allowed
man.
to get angry without being called argumentative, but you guys can get angry and you're just being a man, which is again no hate to you guys at all, but it's just kind of double
I don't think
standards.
there's anything wrong with you arguing.
Yeah, I mean, I just like what did they call me earlier?
Well, yeah, the chats are also.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying that like those chats, those people don't come out of nowhere. They come because of systemic. Oh my God, I'm also tired and a little bit drunk, guys.
So wait, okay. So women are oppressed socially.
I think to an extent, yes.
Okay.
But I think
Are
that
men
also with it, I think also to an extent, yes. I think it's
Are
different.
you oppressed?
As a beautiful woman in my 20s, I don't think I'm oppressed as a lot of.
It's okay.
I'm losing it, guys. I'm losing it slowly. I feel like I would love to